Oh, right. We're in the citadel. We just helped Thane yesterday. So, we are gonna help Garrus now. I think we bought the stuff already. Yeah, we have no credit.
Food on Zakara Ward.
You heard wrong. This is the best place for food on the whole damn citadel.
I can't believe these
The Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, has declined to name the next race likely to gain council membership. However, she suggested an announcement could come soon.
You ever had ramen? It's a delicacy back on Earth. What can I get you?
Nothing new, huh?
This looks like the place.
Wait, this was a trick, wasn't it? You sent me to the wrong place just to get me to leave.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Been trying to get this refund for 2 years. 2 years! I'm not giving up now.
You'd get a lot farther in life if you just held.
Oh, I think... I think it cut off the dialogue. I think it cut off that Garrus dialogue.
I can't believe these humans. No fly lists? What did they turn this place into?
The fuck?
I overheard you talking. Having a problem?
It's a private matter.
Oh? Is that why you're sitting here in public, whining loud enough for anyone walking by to overhear?
Fine. You want to know? Since your kind gained a seat on the council, they've taken over CSEC customs. There are hundreds of new security checks and travel restrictions. We've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let us board a ship back to Asari space.
Goodbye.
Why would they consider you a risk? You're obviously not Geth.
I don't know. They wouldn't tell us. We got on a list somewhere for some reason, and they won't tell us anything because it's classified.
Who won't let you board a ship?
I don't know who made the decision. Some pencil pusher at the shuttle port told us. The one outside the CSEC station?
Pencil pusher.
I'll see if I can get it sorted out.
I'm not holding my breath.
Shuttle. Is it you?
Yes?
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Oh. Wait, when do you get in there? Is that the interrogation room? Yeah, but you have a door, you can interact in there though.
Can I help you, sir?
It's been a couple of years
After
since
the
I passed.
Geth attack, a few minor changes were made to reduce.
You think a Geth would stand out?
Assumptions are dangerous. Be alert, be safe.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
Who is the pencil pusher? This is the shuttle bay, right? Captain Bailey. Where's the shuttle bay? Okay. Where the fuck is the shuttle bay? That is the shuttle bay, right?
You think there's any place on board we could buy a fish?
This is rapid transit. Where the fuck is the shuttle? Oh my god. Okay. Mass Effect 2 Shuttle Bay. Where's the shuttle bay? Ah, they only have the Normandy shuttle bay. Where the fuck is the shuttle bit? Oh my god. Who is the pencil pusher? Is it you?
I overheard you talking. Having
It's a
problem?
private matter.
Oh?
Fine. Since your kind gained a seat on the council, we've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth
Who
infiltration.
won't let you board a ship?
I don't know who made the decision. Some pencil pusher at the shuttle port told us. The one outside the C-Sec station?
Outside the C-Sec station.
I'm not holding my breath.
Outside of C-Sec station. Outside the C-Sec station. Ah. Is that Bailey again? But he doesn't have the option though.
Yes?
Last time I was here, there were no human captains in C-Sec.
No, C-Sec took a lot of casualties when the Geth boarded the Presidium. The Special Response Division was hard hit. They stopped turning their noses up at human resumes. They needed bodies in uniform, and we had the most experienced bodies.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Where? Outside the C-Sec station. It's not this guy either.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need you to remove any biotic amp you might be wearing.
What? Why? This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug.
Can I help you, sir?
It's been a couple
After
of years.
A few minor
You
changes.
think a Geth-
Assumptions are dangerous. Next.
What? Oh my god. Who is the pencil pusher? Pencil pusher C-Sec. Huh. What? The pencil pusher is the person talking to the Tauren as soon as... What? But I don't have the option
I'm
to...
sorry, but I can't let you board the shuttle with that.
But this is a ceremonial item of my people.
Sir, it's a 15-centimeter serrated blade.
You humans are...
Can I help you, sir?
It's been a couple of years.
A few minor
You think a Geth-
assumptions are dangerous.
It's been a couple of years.
A few minor
You think a Geth-
assumptions are dangerous. Next.
It doesn't have the... Oh, do I need to... Maybe I need to help or something, right? I don't... Maybe we need to say we need... Maybe we can help.
I overheard you talking.
It's a private matter.
Give me a chance. I might be able to help.
I don't see why you would. Since your kind gained a seat on the council, we've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let
Why
us...
would they consider
I don't
you a
know.
risk?
They wouldn't tell us.
Who won't let you board a ship?
I don't know who made the decision. Some pencil pusher at the shuttle port told us.
I'll see if I can get it
I'm
sorted
not
out.
holding my breath.
Now you can... Okay. You need to choose the upper option. You cannot choose the renegade option. Wow. That's dumb.
Can I help you, sir?
I talked to a couple of Asari. They say customs won't let them leave the station, but they weren't told why. Can you help me out?
I'm sorry, sir, but all matters related to station security are classified. We can't risk Geth infiltration.
I am
Revealing
a
why
Spectre.
someone is on a watch list might compromise the safety of C-Sec's undercover agents.
You people are here to keep civilians safe, not give them the runaround. I want them off that watch list.
I'm sorry, sir, but I just can't do that. I'm going to have to ask you to step back.
Lady, I fight Geth back and forth across the galaxy. If the Geth want to infiltrate the Citadel, they're not gonna send synthetic bodies to do it. They're gonna transmit a virus into your damn computer.
Look, I don't make the rules and I can't get the Asari cleared. Best I can do is flag the case for review.
Will that let them leave?
Yes, until the review is complete, they can travel. They'll be watched by security constantly, but they can get home. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That'll do fine.
Great. Goodbye.
Well, that's easy.
So?
Good news. I convinced them to let you go.
You what? How did you do that?
I know some people. Called in favors. It's no big deal.
You must be an emissary of the goddess in all her forms. Thank you. We should get ready to leave. There should be another ship heading to Thessia tomorrow.
Alright. But when did the 1,000 credit come from? I guess Asari is just rich. They just throw you money. Like that's nothing. Actually, anything new?
Welcome. The Zakera Ward Marketplace provides shopping.
Nothing. Okay.
Using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Oh. Does Tali have anything to say? With the poverty?
This area looks a little run down.
Inhabitants of the wards typically have less income than those in the Presidium.
There must be some way to solve the problem.
Asari futurists believe such technology is unknown.
And here I thought the Citadel...
recorded histories of all sick... Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
This looks like the place. The Forger's thugs should be inside.
Okay.
Wait, this was a trick, wasn't it? You sent me to the wrong place just to get me to leave.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Been trying to get this refund for 2 years. 2 years! I'm not giving up now.
You'd get a lot farther in life if you just held on to your service orders and receipts.
Krogan. Krogan. And Avolis.
Fade? You're not quite how I imagined you.
Looks can be deceiving.
The copium guys.
So, which one of you wants to disappear?
I'd rather see you make someone reappear.
That's not the service we provide.
Make an exception. Just this once.
Damn it! Quick! Shoot them! Shoot them, you lovely!
Too slow.
They just kill all the
Why do I
Krogans.
even bother?
They just all kill the Krogan.
We need to find a client of yours. I suggest you cooperate.
Wait. I'm not the one you want to talk to. I'm not Fade.
I knew it.
Well, then maybe you'd like to tell us where to find him.
Yes, of course. He's in the factory district. Works out of the old prefab foundry.
I know the place.
Oh, he's got a lot of mercs there. Blue Suns. Harkin thinks they're protecting him.
Harkin.
What do the Blue Suns have to do with this?
They use his services to help their people infiltrate businesses and various organizations here on the Citadel.
Bastard. He's using CSEC to help those scum.
No. Well, not really. He got fired from CSEC a while ago, but he still knows the systems.
Interesting. But it changes nothing. We still need to find him before we can get to Sidonis.
This Harkin sounds like he could use a little talking to.
Talk all you want. I'll be too busy giving his kidneys a friendly thumping. We'll need to go to the transit station. I can get us to him from there.
So I can go?
The Krogans just died for no reason.
Sure, but if we don't find Harkin, we'll be back for you.
Oh, good.
Hire a cab. Ooh, 9 renegade. A lot of the time I feel like I'm forced to do super renegade because, you know.
They said to go to the warehouse. This is the warehouse.
Because you just don't get renegade from elsewhere unless you're being rude to every teammate, and I don't want that.
There he is.
Shepard?
Oh, he knows me.
Stand there! Stop them! Stop them!
Run all you want, Harkin! We'll find you!
There!
Oh no.
This should punch through their armor. There we go.
That guy knows who I am. Trash. You find 600 credit in trash. Wow.
Sensors activated.
Right there.
On my way.
Excuse me.
Scratch one!
Why do you fly over there?
Impact event.
Can do.
Understood.
Cruiser.
Moving to cover.
Kill 100 enemy with melee attacks. Oh, okay. That's 100.
Excuse me.
Awesome shot, red.
Authorized for auto force.
Be right there.
I'll get there.
We've got trouble.
Targeting orders acknowledged. Excuse me. Rerouting power.
Going to cover!
I'll be the next system.
Yeah, that's basically overload. This is... Yeah. This is... You can target robot. I don't know why, but you can.
Targeting orders acknowledged. Excuse me. Subdue suppressed. Friend or foe detection.
I hack you. Oh my god.
Hacking the mech.
Going to ground.
On it.
Nothing inside, huh? Oh, you can do this. Alright.
Harkin's in here somewhere. I can smell him.
On my way.
Going to cover.
You got it.
How are you not? Oh my god.
Disabling the mech system.
Hostile forces have engaged. New targeting orders acknowledged. Critical system damage. Rerouting power.
Overriding its threat or overcheck.
Backup systems engaged. Excuse me. Impact event. Off the plan.
I'm going.
Got it.
I'm on it.
On the move.
Affirmative.
Incoming.
What the fuck? What? Okay.
Go get them. That's a good girl.
I'll get there.
Prothean. Okay, rest my eyes a bit. So far, there's like no hard enemy. Well, I think, I don't know. It feels like the early game is hardest because your ability doesn't one-shot their shield and stuff. But now your ability just one-shot their shield and then it gets a lot easier actually. It doesn't feel like the enemy is getting harder. The same enemy is still doing the same damage and yeah, you're only getting stronger.
I'm going to ground.
On it.
What? Okay.
We're getting close.
Oh shit, it's this side.
Right.
On my way.
Right.
Understood.
Right.
Enemy! Grabbing cover.
This should soften them up.
Ah, finally. Why are you going forward?
Right.
Harley!
Combat.
Why, Harley?
On my way.
On my way.
Harley, thank you. There's so many Prothean in Blue Sun.
Heavy mech overhead. Watch out.
Really? Oh no. Oh no.
Look out!
I'll have their shield.
Why is there random? For fuck's sake. Heavy mag, if you can find something to go around, that's super easy, but
What the hell is Harkin up to?
But if you can't find somewhere to kite, then yeah, you just get fucked really hard. Wait, what does that do? Money? I didn't catch that. Oh well.
What the hell is Harkin up to?
You worked with Harkin at CSEC?
Yeah, he was a pain in the ass back then too. But I'm in no mood for his games. If he doesn't cooperate, I'll beat him within an inch of his life.
We seem to be getting tense, Garrus.
Harkin may know why Sidonis wanted to disappear. If so, he knows why we're here, and I don't want him tipping Sidonis off.
Wait. You're finding Harkin, but what about Sidonis?
Did you see that?
I saw something.
He's getting ready for us.
What are you gonna do to Harkin if he won't cooperate?
He's a real criminal now, working for the Blue Suns. I should just shoot him on sight. But I need him alive, so I won't do any permanent damage. Just enough to loosen his tongue.
You don't need him hurt to get what you want.
Don't worry, Harkin's a coward. He'll talk long before I can really hurt him.
What are you gonna do to Harkin if
He's a real but I need him alive, so...
Whatever it takes.
Exactly. I knew you'd understand.
What do you think Harkin's got waiting for us in there?
Not sure. It looks like an industrial complex. Heavy machinery. Could be anything. Something's in there. Probably more Blue Suns. Harkin's kind of trapped himself in a corner. He must have something in store for us.
Double mag?
You still planning to kill Sidonis when we find him?
That's the plan. It'll be quick and painless. Unlike everyone he betrayed, he'll be spared the agony of a slow death. It's more than he deserves, but as long as he's dead, I'll be satisfied.
Garrus, do you really think killing Sidonis will make things right?
I'm surprised you'd ask me that. You're the one that taught me killing was the best solution.
Only when there's no other option. You still have options.
Maybe, but this is personal. I'll pull the trigger and I'll live with the consequences. All I'm asking is that you help me find him.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Right behind you.
Forge IDs. What? Okay. Why would you randomly have forged IDs? And you can deliver. Oh, I remember this room.
We can use this.
Okay.
Shepard, I have patched into the warehouse scanners. The crates in the transport carriers overhead are rigged to explode when dropped.
Good to know.
Why don't you just turn around?
Oh, Tali, please. Bad news for you. All of us can kill shields. Oh no.
One less to worry about.
Oh no. What the? Okay. Tali, please. Can you?
Taking fire.
Oof.
You're never getting in here, Garrus. Grabbing cover.
Why do you say that?
Harkin's going to regret this.
Why are you dumb? You spawn on the correct tile. Where are the purple? Are you see? Insane? Oh, you can't save. Ugh. Can't get down. Okay. And the data pad is so hidden, it only gives 1.2 thousand. Disappointed. Oh, you can't even get down from here. Great. Oh, he's in there.
Right.
Moving. Moving. Ah, crap. Two heavy mechs. Incoming. You can take me down, Garrus?
I mean, we can... They cannot walk up, right?
I'll get there.
Right. Be right there. This.
Come on!
Yeah, they can't walk up, so... Ali! Oh my god. Why are you still shooting at me? Yeah, there we go. Come on.
Critical failure.
Wait, you can oh, you can only headshot them when they are... Okay. When they have no shield, okay. They're not even dropping any ammo.
I'm going! Enemy!
On it.
Moving.
Oh my god.
Critical system. Rerouting.
You only have 2 max, huh? Okay. Imagine dying to this. That would be so frustrating. Ah, the sun is trying to kill me now.
You were close, but not close enough.
Ooh.
So, Fade. Couldn't make yourself disappear, huh?
Come on, Garrus. We can work this out. What do you need?
I'm looking for someone.
Well, I guess we both have something the other one wants.
We're not here to ask favors, Harkin.
You don't say.
You helped a friend of mine disappear. I need to find him.
I might need a little more information than that.
His name was Sedonis. Turian came from the...
I know who he is, and I'm not telling you squat.
Is this information really worth all the trouble?
I don't give out client information. It's bad for business.
You know what else is bad for business? A broken neck.
All right. Get off me! Terminus really changed you, huh, Garrus?
No, but Sedonis opened my eyes. Now arrange a meeting.
I'm going. Yeah, it's me. There's a chance your identity may be compromised. That's why I'm calling. I'm sending an agent. Where do you want to meet? All right, he'll be there. Don't worry, I got it covered. It's all good. He wants to meet you in front of Orbital Lounge, middle of the day. So, if our business is done, I'll be going.
I don't think so. You're a criminal now, Harkin.
So what? You're just gonna kill me? That's not your style, Garrus.
Kill you? No. But I don't mind slowing you down a little. Maybe give Cayce the blood trail a follow.
Bastard!
You're getting off easy, Harkin.
Yeah.
What'd I ever do to you?
Throwing max at us? Huh?
There, or I'm coming back to finish the job.
Fade away. Oh, that's the loyalty of Archangel. Okay. Already. We haven't even finished the mission.
Harkin's a bloody menace. We shouldn't have just let him go. He deserved to be punished.
Don't waste your time on him. Let Cayce deal with him now.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Thanks for helping me with this, Shepard.
I'd do the same if I were you.
I learned from the best. I need to set up. I can get a clear shot from over there.
What do you need me to do?
Keep him talking and don't get in my way. I'll let you know when he's in my sights.
Tali is just
Give me a
sitting
signal
there.
so I know you're ready, and I'll take the shot.
Tali is just sitting there. Tali is just sitting there. What the hell, Tali? You're just sitting there.
Shepard, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
What is Tali even doing?
right. There he is. Wave him over and keep him talking.
Why do we need to? You can just pull the trigger. You see him. You see him. You can just pull the trigger.
Let's get this over with.
You're in my shot. Move to the side.
This won't take long at all.
You one of Harkin's men? I don't remember seeing you before.
That's it. Just keep him talking a few more seconds.
I was told Harkin was one of the best. This better not happen again.
Oh, it won't. Don't worry.
What? Shit.
Betrayal repaid, Sidonis.
You still get the loyalty if you want Sidonis. But I still don't understand. He's just sitting there. You can just pull the trigger. Why do you need to risk shooting Shepard instead? And even if you warn him, I'm pretty sure Garrus can still hit him. Garrus is just a good sniper. If he's sitting like inside a coffee shop and then Shepard need to lure him out, then that's the thing. But he's just sitting there in full view of Garrus. Why does Garrus need Shepard to make him talk? He can just shoot him when he's still sitting there, man.
This is what happens when you let things get personal. I need to know this is over.
Yeah, it's over. I can move on.
Glad to hear it.
Thanks for helping me, Shepard. Let's get moving. I need to get away from this place.
Right with you.
Found and dealt with, leaving Garrus clear head for the mission. Operative in CSEC will ensure no criminal charges are filed against him or Shepard. Oh wow, corruption, huh? May be able to co-opt Harkin's criminal network. Sending agents to investigate. And well, but then again, Shepard is a Spectre, so. Ooh, nice. Oh, increased damage, armor, and health. This is passive, huh? Okay. New outfit. Ooh. Do we have any upgrade we can buy here, though?
Can I help you, sir?
No, thank you.
Next.
I'm not 100% sure we bought everything here. I'm pretty sure we did, but... Oh, I need to deliver something to somebody, so...
Welcome back.
These stores are owned by
That's
the
correct.
city.
We offer an assortment of course, citizen.
Maybe a fish, then?
What? Why? It's a fish. Fish have nothing to do with the Citadel. Besides, it'll be dead in a couple of years.
I find someone something. Oh, we only have one left. Okay. You have incursion. Oh, you still have so many of these, huh? Crash site overlord. Firewalker. Cerberus is interested in a particular piece of cargo. It says... Oh, I forgot. I need to give the tag to someone.
I still say we should join the Blue Suns. They'd probably pay for our equipment.
They probably only hire you if you look like you can fight, so we need something to start with.
Right, like the shotgun.
Why are these guys sitting in an empty room with an empty table, though? Is it 26? Hmm. Mara.
It's something to do with the Omnigel modulator's heatsink, right? That's why he asked us to go to Saranus. So, is it a heatsink module, or a whole new Omnigel module that has a better heatsink?
Politely. Continuing to ask will not cause me to suddenly know.
Politely.
Did Varanus say the Omnigel modulator's heatsink from this tech shop, or the heatsink modulator?
With deep respect, I'm sure he would never confuse the two.
Wait, did you hack your translator so you can control your kinetic language processing?
With a sincerity such that skepticism would be deeply insulting. No.
He did. What's that song? What's that song? Huh.
I trust you, Michael. What medical upgrades do you want to get for him?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask random people on the street what they think.
I'm getting the immune booster. And a drink.
Look, it took me a long time to get this refund. It's a Cision Omnigel converter.
It says the fake ID. It says something about the fake ID we found. Oh, we got... Huh. Shortwave.
Greetings, EarthClan. You will find many excellent ships for sale here. Only slightly used, yes.
Hmm. I don't oh, come on. I keep pressing the wrong button. Maybe there's none. Oh well. Maybe, the fake ID. Unless the fake ID is for the Asari that cannot get off. Hmm. Okay. Fake ID Harkins hideout. Oh yeah, it is for them. They can use the fake ID. Okay. Okay. Okay, if you do not have the Spectre status, you can. Okay. Okay then. You can give them the fake ID if you don't have the Spectre status. Okay, cool. Beep, 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 beep. Update on the kid. Hey, Shepard. Just want to let you know that the drill kid's doing okay. Shouldn't you talk to Thing about this? Everything taken care of legally. He's doing some work for me. Helping me deal with some trash in the wards. Maybe make life better for some of the kids like Mouse. Not perfect, but then, what is? Don't know if your Drell or mine are talking. I told him life was too short not to, but I don't know if he took. Good luck out there.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I already read that, but thanks, Kelly. Kelly is sweet though. Ooh. Wait, why? Huh. Weapon specialist. Fully upgrade weapon. Sniper headshot damage. Sniper rifle damage. Shotgun extra rounds. Oh.
Shepard, how can I help? Not now. Working on collector data. Have ruled out artificially intelligent virus. Unless it's very intelligent and toying with me. Anything else?
Are there any
Cerberus always. Some matter. We'll be here if you need me.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything. We live...
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Commander. Good for now. Fractured my See you, Commander.
No messages for you, Commander.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
I mean, yeah, a real assassin won't let people know. Nobody will assume a real assassin to be the assassin. That's how you know, boost up your successful rate.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who'd train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the compact.
What exactly are the terms of the compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
It's not slavery? How is that slavery?
This can't be legal. They made your whole race into slaves.
Don't insult me, Shepard. Anyone can refuse to serve. Few do. We owe our existence to the Hanar. We are proud to repay the debt.
The way you describe it, the Hanar sound like weaklings.
Out here, they are. But if you could see them in the encompassing, the oceans of Cayce, you would see them differently. The stream of silver in the dark, looping, diving. So fast the eye can't follow. Laughter like the squeals of a child vibrates the water. They fly over the back of the seabed like birds, plumed with the light of heaven.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
Culture.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
There's something else I'd like to talk about. I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
I should go. Oh, I haven't fed my fish.
I was just thinking about you. Zaid strolling around like he owns the place. But he seems a little confused. 20 years of seeking revenge, and now it's over. I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine. Joker and Edie are like an old married couple. I keep expecting to walk in on them bickering about the temperature in the cockpit. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Oh, I haven't helped her. Okay. And then Miranda doesn't have anything to say to me. Oh well.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about tracking Sarah to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Huh.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly? The Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
Do you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
Mm.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
At each other's throats, huh?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was
reach,
brutal.
huh?
After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
Sounds like some nice memories, huh? You have reach, but she has flexibility, huh? Nice one.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
What's this area of the ship?
The gunnery control station. The ship's batteries are controlled from here.
Oh.
The Combat Information Center operators send targeting information here. The CIC decides who to shoot. Gunnery control decides how to shoot.
Oh. Disruptor torpedoes. Javelin.
Shepard, I was just waxing goddamn nostalgic. Hell of a mission down there on Zoria. I appreciate what you did down there. Might not seem like it, but you did the right thing. Killing Vito solves a lot of problems, and not just my own. Doesn't matter who you are. You got a gun in your face, chances are good you'll do what the other man says. Only 2 types don't buckle at that point. Trained killers and psychopaths. A lot of people can't tell the difference.
Anything new, Jack?
Hey.
I picked up a lot of resources. Can you use them to help against the collectors?
I figured out those L5Xs. Consider yourself lucky. It's not like I keep a library of this shit around.
Talk to me, Jack.
I got nothing to say. You act interested, but you got other things going. So don't pretend you coming down here is special. You make a lot of stops.
That's none of your business.
What I do on my ship is my own business.
No argument here. But don't come down here all concerned and careful if you're trying to shove it up someone else. I don't care where you play, but don't act like I'm precious if this is just killing time for you.
I don't want to choose.
I make choices on the battlefield, not in the bedroom.
I told you, I don't give a shit who you're sleeping with. But you've been talking like you want to understand, and that freaks me out. So if you're gonna keep doing that, you need to clear your head.
Well, she doesn't want to go further. Unless we actually romance her. How am I supposed to give up on Tali though?
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Oh, we need to feed the fish again. What about hamster? Sweet. Oh, more Firewalker. Phoenix. Okay. We need more money before we can. Oh, another Firewalker mission. Oh, that's a new. Okay, that's a new. Suddenly, that's a new system. This is a Jupiter-Mars hybrid.
Launching probe.
Only 20? Oh, purple.
Launching probe.
Oh my god.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe.
What? Oh my god, these some of the planets are extremely hard to see. And no element C.
Probe away. Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched.
Still rich, huh? Don't really care though.
I have detected an anomaly.
More fire rocker.
Probe launched. Probe launched. I have found something.
Volcano unstable. Nothing I want. Alright. What's the point of choosing squad mates when you can't even do anything? Ooh. Cool. Flashbang. Oh, what's the... Okay. Wait. Why can you... why can't you select this? What the fuck? Reduce the cooldown if a target is killed. Increase the damage done. Okay. So this is the Marco 2.0.
Primary systems online. Adverse geothermal activity has rendered pathfinding function inoperable. Please use manual controls to locate research base.
What is my mission here again? Search the research station.
Warning. Area compromised due to unstable volcanic activity.
What? Oh, I thought there's something there, but... Are you serious? Okay, never mind then. Wait, you can just do that? As long as you don't stay... Oh. You can get down there for some time, but it cannot be long. Why choose squad mate when you literally don't need them?
pathfinding function inoperable. Please use manual controls to locate research base.
Okay.
Warning. Area compromised due to unstable volcanic activity. Extraction complete. Acquired. Acquired. Mineral resources detected. Extraction complete.
What? Are these like just don't have texture? Hmm. Why don't they tell you how much the fuel has left? Oh.
Acquired.
Hmm.
Research base entrance ahead.
So I guess there is gonna be some fighting after all, huh? Oh, you have... What? You directly go in, okay. Okay. Bathroom time, be right back. Okay. Do some stretching. Okay. We have the firewalker quest so far is like, I don't know, nothing really doesn't feel like you're really doing anything. Oh well. Oh, my room is 31 degrees again. Oh, you're inside. Okay. Docking bay. What kind of enemy are we gonna fight here?
Going down.
On it.
Just the thing to help.
Oh. Showing some damage. Lot 1. We have detected a site of incredible significance located beneath the volcano. Unpredictable terrain will make retrieval of any data extremely hazardous. Ah. Poor people. Lou. Oh my god. How did actually scare me? Like, I did not expect anybody to be there, but Tali is just, hello.
I was right. This site was a roadmap leading to the main Prothean ruins.
Ooh.
Dr. Aloy and I agree that this must remain a secret at all costs.
But why?
I will not allow another Eden Prime to occur. The Geth, the Reapers, all of them, they must be stopped.
Oh, they just want to preserve. Okay. Preserve the Prothean stuff.
Activation of research-based power grid has triggered additional volcanic instability. Recommend immediate departure.
We have to get out of here.
This Harris planet is a star map that points to a Prothean site of major significance. Dr. Aloy and I have mere hours to retrieve all we can before the conditions become too dangerous to continue. We learned too late that the local volcanic instability is magnified by our power grid. So this should happen recently, right? This should happen recently. If we only had more time to study this, I'm sure the key to unlocking everything is here. Everything. Damn this planet. I don't see a timer. Oh my god, these people are poor. Oh, just that, okay. How the fuck do they build such a place? This base has to be involve a bunch of people. I don't even know what the Firewalker... Apparently Firewalker is a DLC. But I'm not sure what the fuck is going on here. Do we just leave? Oh, now it opens. Wait. Oh, okay.
Please keep limbs inside vehicle at all times during operation.
Oh, hi. Ooh. Oh my god. You didn't even call the Normandy. Data recover. Location discover. Landing party extracted. Oh, you just get tiny amount from Sherber's funding.
Commander, you've received a new
What's this area of the ship?
Wait, Jack and Tali has nothing to say. Oh, right. I think maybe only Vane and Garrus may have something new to say. Or, yeah, maybe they're in calibration again, though.
Shepard.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit?
Oh my god.
I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Oh my god.
Have you got any upgrade ideas?
My current upgrades are working pretty well. That's about the best I can do. I'll be here if you need me.
I would assume Thane also has nothing else to say, huh?
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me. Lately I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
Need to retie my hair. Okay.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
You don't seem to feel guilty.
Why should I?
Yeah, why should I? Why should
My
them?
body was only the tool they used.
Why
You
should
killed
they?
them with your
Why
gun.
should he?
Do you hold the gun responsible?
Why would you? Why would he feel guilty anyway?
Your body doesn't make the decision to shoot, your mind does. You make the choice to kill.
When someone aims a gun at you, you pull your trigger. You don't think. It's reflex. Any combat training conditions the body's reflexes. My training was very thorough. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
So if I shot you dead right now, a Drell court wouldn't convict me?
You'd be guilty because you chose to shoot me. If my reflexes caused me to draw and fire when I saw your gun come up, I would be innocent. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid Drell memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
Oh, okay.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about...
That a bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the
Did you take the shot?
Not that
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
Damn. That poor me, I. Oh my god. I mean, he doesn't have time left.
The rest of us lose as much as you do when you hold yourself apart.
I found it difficult to sit in the ship's mess for meals. I'm used to keeping my back against a wall, facing the doors. I'm trying to relax, find my center.
So depending on what you choose to do, you may not even have enough time to talk with every option. Okay then. Security breach. It was close one, Shepard. A disturbing fact came into light in analyzing the channel you use to transmit your findings. Unauthorized transmission have been sent from the MSV to an unknown destination. That is how the Geth are tracking. The data you retrieve gives us definite location of Dr. Cayce's Prothean site. Doctor was certain that the site held Prothean with a revelation of humongous significance. Recommend you reach head as soon as possible. Oh, what? Oh, of course, you have the Neo, okay. You have a new system. Hoplos. Aegis. Aegis. Oh, what? I didn't. Oh my god. Oh, you tiny, you little shitters. Talaria.
Probe launched.
It has been a while since we find any element 0. Maybe the Firewalker planet doesn't have element 0. Oh well. Not like I really need it, but
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched.
You have so much rich planet, but none of them have element Z.
Probe launched.
Yeah, whatever. Prothean ruin.
Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched. Scans have found something.
Meh. Let's see the Prothean stuff. Nobody studied Prothean here though. Oh. Oh. Wait, rocket drone has health? I thought rocket drones are...
Structural damage. Please avoid collision with kinetic barrier.
I thought the drones are shield. Oh. Yeah. Well, again, not like I need it, but... Oh, hi. Finally, some action. Even that, they can't hit me. You also have heat-seeking abilities. Insane.
Kinetic barrier strength reduced.
Why would the drone... Why would the drone able to borrow?
Kinetic barrier strength reduced.
Do you endlessly spawn? I wonder if there's more stuff to find. Oh, I see it. Oh no. What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't know why it eat the input of firing. Well, maybe I get off the car. Get off the hammerhead while firing. You can't even shoot that. There should be Gav here, right? This site is spectacular. Time, however, has proven to be the real enemy. Even with those blue sun thugs hired to protect the dig site, we barely managed to enact the shield before the Gav arrive. How can they know our movement before we do? Am I beaming my thoughts directly to them? I must find out how they're doing this. I should ask Dr. Oloy for whatever help he can provide. Rest my eyes, Abid. Okay, Oh, what? Oh, hi. Damn. This is collapsed. Is this built by Protheans?
Dr. Aloy must have been indoctrinated by the Reapers. I found him sending our data to a Geth ship. I won't be responsible for another Geth attack, another Eden Prime. I've silenced Aloy. Forever.
Oh, okay. I think it is way too apparent if there's gonna be enemies here. You see this tunnel, you know there will be no enemy.
This looks interesting.
It's too late for me. They're still in my head, stealing my thoughts. I can't keep them out. I've got no choice but to destroy this relic. And myself.
Oh, come on, it pushed me down. Oh, this is one of those in Mass Effect 1. I found one of these, except the ball is not that big. I found one of them in Mass Effect 1. But that is not as big. Dr. Khan would never understand the deal I made with the collectors. He's obsessed with these Protheans. He would sacrifice everything to learn their secrets. It nearly cost my life, but I did it for you, Helen, to ensure you remain safe. The damn collectors agreed to spare your colony in exchange for this Prothean fine. I can only hope you remain innocent and any of this ugly business. I was all for you. Yeah, so you believe the collectors. Dumbass. Dumbass. Why would you touch it? Why the fuck would you touch it? Prothean artifact recover. Ah, nice element Z.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Historic discovery. A burst of energy that coincide with your retrieval of the Prothean artifact contain coded information. Most of the data was beyond our ability to track, but the threads we were able to decrypt have provided new avenues for research on energy transfer and biotics. I will keep the scientists busy for years to come. The data indicates that the artifact is currently inert and not dangerous. We wonder, however, that if Dr. Cayce had more time, would he have unlocked his secrets? We will continue his research. A lemma found for humanity. Good work, Shepard. Nice one.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
As a rule, I'm not fond of surprises.
I didn't think it would be relevant. I expected to die without speaking to Kolyat again. I knew he'd blame me for Irika's death. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Irika. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how did she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles, not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Irika and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians. A slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Irika woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Them, I let them linger.
I don't blame you. They killed innocents to get to you.
For you and me, death is business. For people like them, it is sport. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Thane, the worst thing is to face death with regrets. You're part of my crew, and I consider you a friend. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've never been part of a team. Assassins tend to be solitary. I'm learning the virtues of facing death with others at your side. It's a work in progress.
I reached 80%. Renegade. Oh, maybe we should go to... Yeah, we should go to Samara first, because... we may not have enough time to chat with her. So... Well, technically we can go to Citadel over and over, technically. But, you know. So, yeah. We capture Friday. Yeah. Might as well. Might as well. You can enter orbit. How the fuck do you... Okay. Hazard beacons and Automated warnings. Over the last 1,000 years, many ships attempt to pass through it, but none have returned. The only one pass freely back and forth through the relay are mysterious collectors. So, but what? They can just spawn here? Can't you, like, you know, have a bunch of ship camping here? Because you know the collector is gonna come from here. Wait, also why is it 95%? Oh, because the mass... yeah, because of the Omega 4 relay. Yep, obviously we're gonna bring Samara.
The daily death count on Omega is too high for me to pinpoint an Ardat Yakshi's location. However, given the reputation of Ardat Yakshi among the Asari, Arya T'Loak may have tracked her movements.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have enough money?
Is that Shepard? Shepard's supposed to be dead.
Who are you?
Greetings. I was hoping you'd come by. I'm Ish, and this is Cell. You look like a good person to know.
What do you mean a good person to know?
Friendly faces seem hard to come by around here.
Reasonable people are more valuable than air in a place like this.
I can see you're trying to flatter me. Don't.
Of course. Forgive me. You just made me nervous, is all.
I heard you talking about it. What do you want?
Please, please, we're all friends here. There's no need for language of that sort. I need skilled, trustworthy people to take care of a little business for me. Nothing illegal, of course, but it's paying work.
What kind of business do you do?
Important business. So important that, with your help, we can change Omega.
Oh, are they trying to overthrow Arya?
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business. Specifically, the buying and selling of privileged material. It's nothing illicit. I just need someone to pick up packages in certain locations and bring them to me here.
What's your angle?
No angle. I'm a simple businessman. What do you say?
I can do that.
My contacts use specific drop points. I need you to look outside Marib's shop on the Citadel and inside Eternity on Ilium. Look around for anything that might hold a data package and bring those packages to me. Good luck, my friends.
Marib's shop and Eternity. Okay. Where is Marib's shop, though? This marsh. Oh. 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 Marib. Where the hell is Marib?
People come to places such as this seeking a better life. And when they get here, they find this. Vibrant people forced into destitution on a world filled with criminals. They deserve protection. If I survive your mission, I may return here.
Don't you need to still do your Jessica stuff? Why can't you come back here? Where the fuck is Merib's shop?
Alliance military officials are having difficulty meeting hiring quotas, according to a new report.
Welcome to Afterlife. How may I serve you?
I'll just have something to drink.
Of course.
Not even drunk.
I got a mate and a ship. I only brought one of them with me to Omega. This ship tastes like poison anyway.
Wait, who are you? Why do you have a name?
Back of a garbage scow.
Why do you have a name?
I hear Archangel's dead. Good for him.
Wait, where is where? Oh, it's just a Patriarch's room. Why would you go through this room to get to the upper Omega? I mean, afterlife.
Hello again, Commander.
And now you're on Omega. Once a
Oh
criminal.
no, Commander. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a
Is that what you're calling it these days?
That's what it's called when I'm doing the good work in a place like
Well,
this.
I'm glad
Thank
to hear
you.
you keep...
This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
I should go. I love that they actually keep making fun of them. Keep memeing their own. They just keep memeing their own game. Oh, come on, I didn't.
Nothing to see here.
What do you need?
An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat Yakshi. We need to find her.
I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I'd start looking.
Thanks for the help.
Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
Go to apartment.
You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
But where? Oh yeah, you did just get a taxi, of course. Oh, maybe this is when you get to the VIP area.
Come on, let me in.
Some of this reminds me of life on the flotilla. Cramped and crowded with no real privacy. And the people don't work together toward a common goal. There's no sense of family here. Just fear.
Captain Gavorn, head of the Vorchet task force. Got something to report?
Are the Vorchet gonna be a problem from here on out?
Not as bad as they used to be. They breed fast, but they die young.
I'll just be going.
Keep up the good work.
Well, how do you go to the not bathroom, the apartment? Also, why the fuck is there a truck here? Well, I guess they can fly, so. Apex Omnitools. Oh, it's just here. Ah. It's just here. Diana.
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care. The medics said it was a brain hemorrhage, but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
How do you know we are here for your daughter? We just showed up.
I'm looking into your daughter's death.
Are you one of Arya's people?
I'm looking into this on my own authority.
No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
She looked really young.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Not a lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures.
She looks really young to be a mother.
Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth.
I see.
I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about Morinth.
That sounds familiar.
Shouldn't she point out that Morinth looks exactly like Samara? You know?
Samara, does Morinth control her victims with drugs?
She controls them through sheer will. The drugs are just a lifestyle. She loves the club, loves the base. She's a hedonist.
So this Morinth did hurt my daughter? Is she the one that...
I will bring justice to the one that did this.
We swear to you. Neff will rest easy soon.
I hope so. I hope so. My baby.
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. Then, a few weeks ago, she started going out all the time. To the VIP area of that club.
Ah, VIP.
I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My nephew had a fire inside her. She was shy, but...
Oh, that's why she died. She has fire inside her.
The best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries were interested in her.
Said her work was fresh.
You mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything. Her clothes, her art, her sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone. Thank you. I'm sorry, I just miss her so much.
It's okay. We've all suffered loss.
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her. Thank you. Please, if it helps you find her killer, look through her things.
I mean...
We will be respectful.
Not...
I'll examine her things.
Samara did not lose her daughter the same way she did. Her daughter died, so... Oh, we have a marker.
Neff made that. A man from some gallery offered me 4 years' salary for it, but I'd never part with it.
Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Elcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta.
Read the middle entry.
Why would you want a middle entry?
Orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance,
Well, she's an Asari.
blowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Of course she's not human. What do you mean?
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, diary, cycle 34, orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped Jarut's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I'm sure everyone was staring at me. Then the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. Then I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for skewers, and I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
I'm surprised you don't... Well, maybe you can ask Arya to give you a password too.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces. We can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Close the holojournal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. Then she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
She kills with sex, and I have no plans to sleep with her.
Perhaps you have a right to be glib, Shepard, but caution is wise here. Morinth speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
She sounds like my kind of Asari.
You joke, Shepard, but for all your might, you will be in great danger. Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned. She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
You sound like you're working your way toward an idea.
Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
She'll come after me.
You can draw Morinth out. She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me, but she won't be able to resist you. You are an artist on the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her. Your power will draw her in.
So she just have full confidence in me, huh?
I'm walking into this place with no gun and no backup?
I will be in the shadows watching, Shepard. You will never be alone. This I swear. But you cannot barge in with guns and allies. Morinth is far too cagey. She'd simply disappear. This is a subtle, delicate act. Trust me.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
I agree. We can talk more once we're there.
And Harley's like, what's happening here? Shepard? What's happening here, Shepard? Wait, this is her daughter's room, so where is your room? Oh, so you just stays here because she died, okay.
Hello again. Did you find anything? Is there anything I can do to help?
I should go.
I should... Oh my god. I should go. And then they meme about it in Mass Effect 3.
End is nigh. With your help, we can make damn sure that
Hello again, Mike. Please tell me you have something for me.
I'll have to come back later.
Of course. You know
Where do I find whatever
Come on, let me in.
that
Ari's
is?
expecting me.
Annoyed. What
Oh.
are you looking at?
Who are you? Kai Lang.
The man whose day I'm about to ruin.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Maybe I am. Maybe you better get out of here before I find you some.
All right. I've got stuff to do anyway. Come on, let's get out of here.
Wait, who the fuck is he? Wait, who the fuck is he? What? 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 Oh, if I approach him, they will react aggressively. Okay. Huh. Okay. Oh, he just... Okay. He's gonna shit talk you. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, for fuck's sake. So where the fuck do I find the package? Marib shop on the Citadel. Oh, on the Citadel. Or... okay. Eternity on Ilium. Oh, okay.
You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
What do you need?
An Asari fugitive is
I
hiding
knew
out.
it.
You haven't taken
What?
steps to...
Her last victim was a young girl.
Okay, VIP area.
The Destiny Ascension has completed its 20 colony victory cruise. Council members aboard thanked Human Alliance soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago.
M's. And you cannot buy anything from there.
What do you want?
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife is nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who was it?
Jarud.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, It's okay to defend yourself.
Suddenly, he changes.
You must go in alone. Morinth will be watching. Like any predator, she is cautious. You must pique her interest enough that she will approach you. When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the trap. Know this, until I get there, you are in great peril. She will be planning to inflict horrors on you. If you are not careful, you will want her to.
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited. Pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She admires strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate and bore her. Violence excites her. You've killed Shepard. She'll like that.
Getting her alone, then falling under her sway? That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me as I trust and honor you.
Okay, what other things have we learned about Morinth that can help us here?
According to Neff's journal, Morinth likes dancing while on a drug called Halax. Neff's journal mentioned a vid called Veyenya. It seemed to have something to do with glamorous women. Morinth sent Neff a note saying she likes the Elcor artist Forta. Well, Shepard, that's everything we know.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morinth will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard, thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
You're in here.
I hate this place and everyone in it. Every night I hate it all over again.
Hi. I need help right now, and I don't know who to ask. You're human, and you don't look high, so you're it. Can you help me out?
What kind of help?
My friend Moiral is doing a piece on Omega Games. She's hanging with Florid. He's the worst of the worst.
Your friend could get hurt.
Yeah, and she's going to. See, Florid's on to it. His gang is on the way here, and they're gonna make a mess of her. I have to get a message to her, and fast.
You seem to have a lot of information.
I'm her tech. I've been monitoring the gang's comm. The last transmission said Florid's going to splatter her. Man, I'm a tech junkie. I don't know how to handle this.
What do you want me to do?
She and I have a code. If you go over and say 2 words to Florid, my friend will get the message and get out of there. The 2 words are terminal and eternity, in that order. Please tell me you can do that. She's going to die.
I can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Remember, terminal and eternity, in that order. Just work them into a sentence.
Lots of money on display here tonight. Good cred hunting tonight. Hit him in the alley. As long as it isn't one of Arya's people, we're good. We gotta get enough creds to keep him off our backs. Hey, what are you looking at?
A pair of sad losers who think there's something, and are about to find out they're not.
Who's gonna show us that? You? Human thinks he's a tough guy.
Tougher than you.
The drinks here are so strong. I'm not complaining.
Where is Morinth? I wonder. Are you just randomly insult him? Treat your customers. What? You don't even have a renegade thing?
These are good people, but they look bored. Bored people don't spend much.
And you got an idea for how I could fix that?
A round of drinks shows that you appreciate their business. Your rep will improve, and you'll make more money in the end.
Maybe worth a try once. You better be right. Listen up, everyone! We love having you here, so a round of drinks on the house!
My name is Morinth. I've been watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me? Some nights I come here and there's no one interesting to talk to. Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you. Why is that?
I know what I like.
Do you?
Just cause?
I'm fascinated by Justicars.
I'm not.
But you're an Asari. You must have some opinion about them.
I said I don't want to discuss it.
Maybe we have the same kind of situation with our families. My parents were military. I grew up on ships and space stations. I hardly talk to them.
Sometimes parents and children are just destined to feel differently.
How about your family?
I don't have a family.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
Real travel means going to dangerous places.
Where you can see and do things most people can't imagine.
Yes.
When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
If you're the strongest, you have the power.
That's certainly true. Among children.
Oh. Why can't I have renegade?
If you don't think it's true everywhere, you're fooling yourself.
You know what? I'm gonna get us some drinks. The least I can do to pay you back for all the wonderful conversation.
We failed. She was alerted and she got away.
I will not have a chance like this for another 100 years. How many people will die in the meantime? I will have to find her another day. You'll excuse me if I don't want to talk about this. Shall we return to the main floor of Afterlife?
I'd like to look around a bit more.
Let me know when you are ready.
Shit.
We gotta hit some of that later. Not so loud, we'll hit it.
The drinks here are so strong. I'm not complaining. I hate this place and everyone in it.
I guess they'll let anybody in here now. No standards anymore.
The standards must be low. You're here.
It's pathetic when humans try to talk big. Bartender, give me another drink. But you're still hanging around?
I feel like that is a more insult. It's a bigger insult than the step outside thing.
It's hot.
I guess they'll let anybody in here now.
Can you back that up? We go out to the alley, only one of us comes back in.
I'm just trying to have a drink here. No need to get all excited. Damn humans.
Jen Dulamaknier. The music here used to be avant-garde. Couldn't dance to it, but you felt smart listening to it.
Vera.
Hey.
Hey!
Wanna dance? Watch this.
No thanks. I'm happy with just me and the music.
Shepard cannot dance.
Come on, baby. I can pay. I'm a good tipper, too.
I told you to stay away from me.
Hey, do you know where to get tickets for Expel 10? I heard this amazing Asari say they were her favorite band. I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
What kind of music do they play?
They're a sensory band. Like, they crawl into you and make you feel things. And this Asari digs them like you wouldn't believe. I could score way out of my league, you know? You gotta help me.
She sounds amazing. Is she here?
She was here a couple of days ago talking about the band. She's here a lot. When she comes back, I'm gonna have tickets.
I'm ready to punch someone, and you're too close.
Relax, relax. It's cool. I'll step off.
Oh. Are you still here?
You're an interesting one.
You need something, man?
Is there a public extranet terminal around here?
In a club? You don't have an Omni tool?
That is a pretty strange question.
I get by on public terminals. My Omni tool's been broken for an eternity.
That's a tough break. I'm done talking to you now.
Hey, Floret. I have to pee.
Yeah? Hurry back, Moirol. I'm ready to head out. Bitch isn't coming back. I'm gonna find her. Bitch isn't coming back.
You just call her bitch? You ass.
Thank you so much. I really thought she was going to die.
Lots of money. Good cred hunting. We gotta get enough cred. Hey, what are you looking at?
A pair of sad losers who think there's something, and are about to find out they're not.
Who's gonna show us human things
tougher than you?
My name is Morinth. I've been watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me? Some nights I come here and there's no one interesting to talk to. Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you.
She like art.
Why is that?
I know what I like.
Do you?
Do you know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me. What about you?
Do you know the artist Porta?
I didn't think anyone around here knew him. He's sublime. Art comes in many varieties. I've seen vids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
What do you think about the violence in vids?
It seems fake to me. I don't see the point.
Fake or not, the violence is exhilarating.
And that's what you're after? A cheap thrill?
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concert soon. Maybe we should go together. You can lose yourself in the music here. There are ways to enhance that, you know?
What do you think of Halleck?
It slithers through my soul. Seems like we share some interests.
Goodbye.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
Real travel means going to dangerous places.
Where you can see and do things most people can't imagine.
Yes.
When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
If you're the strongest, you have the power.
That's certainly true. Among children.
If you don't think it's true everywhere, you're fooling yourself.
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is near.
Ah.
I want you alone. I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better, and he's going to die. Have a Hallex if you want, but wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now? I certainly do.
Ooh, Krogan.
A gift from a suitor. The statue's got more personality than he did. Still, he impressed me enough that he finally got what he wanted. It didn't end the way he hoped. I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about to win, just before you kill him.
Nothing here, huh?
I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about to win, just before you kill him. I love clubs. People, movement, heat. I can still hear the bass like the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. But here, it's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
I'd rather fight than hide.
Yes. Better to take control of your fate. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission? I think we share that, you and I.
You compare us, but you're nowhere near my league.
So strong. I need this. Look into my eyes and tell me you want me. Tell me you'd kill for me. Anything I want.
Unfake. Surprise.
I'm not the victim you were hoping for.
But you... Who are you? Oh no. I see what's going on. The bitch herself found a little helper.
Morinth!
Mother.
Do not call me that!
I can't choose to stop being your daughter, Mother.
You made your choice long ago.
What choice? My only crime was being born with the gifts you gave me.
Enough, Morinth!
I am the
Shepard just looks there.
But they are not ready to reveal this. So I must.
Shepard just stand there and look.
Disease to be purged. Nothing more.
I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you.
I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
What? Morinth doesn't even know we're on a mission. Why would she ask to join us? Also, I want to do Renegade, but at the same time, choosing Morinth is just a logically really dumb decision. It's an extremely dumb decision to choose Morinth. You know nothing about her and she's dangerous. Like, why would you choose her over Samara? As much as I want to go the Renegade route, this is just a really dumb decision to choose Morinth, so I'm gonna kill Morinth.
End of the line, Morinth.
And they call me a monster.
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess. I am ready to leave this place and get on with my life. Are you ready to go as well?
Do you want to talk about what happened?
Shepard, what do you think I will say? What can I say? I just killed the bravest and smartest of my daughters. There are no words. I will try another time. For now, show mercy on a broken old warrior and let us leave.
I want to look around a bit more.
Very well. I will remember the day of Morinth's birth.
That's 32 Paragon. Wait, 32 Paragon only is only this little? Wow. Oh, you can still pick up the oh. It's wait, why is there some energy here? Wait, you can, okay. You can just leave without her.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Doppelganger. Help the Justica resolve her mission. Has dealt with the Adayashi. Loyal to Shepard personally. Loyalty of the Justica beyond question. Given apparent bonds of oath rendered to Shepard. Better than hoped, Cerberus activity will not be affected further by presence of Shepard's team. Relieved to have Justica's mission completed. Unfortunately, board of Adayashi could not be taken for study. Genetic anomaly could have been useful. Subject's expertise would have made her a valuable team member if sociopathic tendency were mitigated. Reef. Dangerous target. Damage target's nervous system or sympathetic system to prevent healing. We restore health and gives a temporary health bonus when the power is used against organics. Reef also does double damage to armor and barriers. Ooh. New outfit. Oh, you can no longer go back in. Oh! Wow! Okay. We can buy the stuff now. Ah.
We can use this.
Nice. Does Arya have anything to say?
Come on, let me in.
Let's see if she has anything to say.
What do you need? Why don't you find a nice girl to keep you warm in the meantime? You...
Can it be you? Strong, independent woman. Like Arya. And strong, independent male. Like Shepard.
Come on, let me in.
No messages for you, Commander.
Ah. Ooh. Hey. Oh. Is that Max? Yeah, only 4/5 though.
Commander, can I help you with something?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
This crew is as good as it can be. We've got a shot. A long shot, but it's a hell of a lot better than nothing. Anything else, Commander?
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the Collectors?
We've got the best armor available. The rest is outside my expertise, Commander.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Do you have anything new to say when everyone is loyal?
I'm glad things worked out, Commander. I was worried you dumped Samara for some crazy soul sucker with a death fetish, all lithe and sexy and... Never mind.
How do you know I didn't?
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
If Morinth show clear sign, in the law at least,
that's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Show clear sign of stronger than a Samara, then it will actually be a choice. But if she like equal to Samara, why would you choose Morinth over Samara? You have zero reason to choose Morinth over Samara if they are just equal in power. So I never understand the choice. If Samara shows some weakness while Morinth doesn't have weakness, then you have a reason to risk going for her.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Of course, Shepard. Join me.
Still talking to Cole yet?
Yes. It's still difficult, but he seems less angry. Will you hear my confession, Shepard?
Lately, it feels like all our discussions are confessions.
I've been introspective since I came aboard. That needs to change. When I married Erica, the Hanar let me leave their service to raise a family, but I had no other skills, so I freelanced. When Erica was killed, I pursued those responsible. Once I'd eliminated them, I had no goal. I accepted the Dantius Commission because I didn't know what else to do.
I guess you're lucky we came along when we did.
It was an intervention by the gods. I would have died in that penthouse. I would have fulfilled my contract. If Nasana's guards caught me afterwards, it would have been a good death. But someone else was pushing to reach the target, forcing me to move faster, challenging me. I had to reach her first.
Huh.
You're alive because I wounded your pride?
Pride is the line between a professional and a thug. Your mission gave me purpose. A cause to die for. A chance to atone. I was able to speak to my son again. I can leave my body in peace.
We've got a long way to go before you can rest.
I know. I'm prepared for whatever comes.
I swear sometimes that... Wait, can you talk more though?
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've all...
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I shall return to my meditations.
Hey, Shepard. It must have been really hard for Samara to ask you to help kill her own daughter. She told me she really appreciated your help. As hardcore as she is, I'm not sure she could have done it without you.
Why would she tell you that?
Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time
Badass.
in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
You killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight. Do you realize that she went on the run at the age of 40? I do not know human years well, but it is very young for Asari.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justicar. Injustice still exists, and perhaps even other Ardat-Yakshi.
There's no way to correct the condition Morinth had?
We are an advanced species, but we don't have magic. When the trait manifests at maturity, it is too late for mitigation. It only occurs in purebloods like myself. Perhaps that is the root of the stigma regarding Asari-exclusive pairings. I don't know.
I thought Ardat-Yakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds and they do exist, I will find them.
Morinth claimed that her condition was the future of the Asari race.
Morinth would say anything that served her cause. Ardat-Yakshi are sterile, Shepard. That wouldn't be a particularly viable future for my people.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace, due in no small part to you.
What's this area of the ship?
This is one of the ship's observation decks.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Shubut. There's so many goddamn missions, man. Ilium. We can go to Ilium or okay. Oh, we need to go to Omega anyway. Wait. Wait. Why is it 95%? Why is it 95%? It shows 100%, 100%. Oh. Yeah, Omega 4 relay, of course. Right? That's right, right? Hourglass. Oh, this is poor anyway.
Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched.
unexcited.
Probe launched.
Without element C.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Ooh, nice. Just one.
Launching probe.
Oh!
Probe away.
Yes!
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Oh yeah.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away.
One more element C. Notes, please.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
Okay. IT.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away.
Oh,
Probe away.
nice.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Oh, just a tiny bit. Okay.
Probe launched.
Eh. Nice.
Probe away.
We're actually gonna get 150k. I don't need it, but
Probe launched.
oh well.
Launching probe. Probe
Oh,
away.
you got everything. Yeah, you actually got everything.
Probe away. Launching probe.
Okay. We need to go, so... Ooh. Oh. Yeah, why not? Reef. Oh, this is Project Fire thing anyway. Wait.
Thank God you came. My name is Dr. Gavin Archer. The situation is urgent. We're facing a catastrophic VI breakout. I'll explain the details later, but you must retract that transmission dish. The controls aren't far from your position. You have to hurry.
Okay. So, I'm gonna continue later. So, thank you for joining, and I'm gonna see you next time. So, have a nice day. Good morning. Good night. Stay derpy, and goodbye.